Hello, all. Welcome to another session in this course. As part of this session, I'm going to cover the next topic, that is, can overloading a function possible in JavaScript? The answer is no. By default, in JavaScript, overloading of the functions is not possible. Okay, in JavaScript, overloading functions by default is not possible. What exactly is overloading? If you are coming from, you know, Java programming background, you already know that in a single class, if you create multiple functions having the same name but with a different number of parameter or different type of parameters, those are called as overloaded methods or functions, right? But in JavaScript, such kind of concept is not possible. Let me show you practically how overloading of the functions by default is not possible in JavaScript first. For that, let me launch Visual Studio Code. In Java programming, overloading of the functions or methods is possible, guys, but in JavaScript, it is not possible. So here I'll write overloading hyphen demo.js. Let me create this file. And in this, let me create a function. I'll just name this function as fun A. Okay, I'll just name this function as fun A. And here I'll write nothing. Okay, I'll write nothing. I'll just here print, if this particular function is called, I'll just print out hi. Now I'll create one more function. If I write one more function, fun A, and here I'll just give something like name. Okay. You see, using the same name, I create another function and here, but extra parameter is there. Okay. If I don't give the extra parameter, it's still possible, but here I'll give name. Okay. Now here console.log, I'll simply write hi plus name. Okay. Hi plus name. Now I'll create one more function again with the same name. Name of the function is same. You see, in generally, if you create such kind of functions having the same name in Java kind of programming language, these functions are going to be called as overloaded functions. Functions having the same name but differ in the number of parameters or type of the parameters in Java programming language are called as overloaded functions. But in JavaScript, these are not overloaded functions, guys. I'll tell you why these are not overloaded functions in a while. And here I'll give name comma experience. Name comma experience I'll give. And here I'll write console.log. I'll just write down hi. Okay, hi plus name, uh, then hi plus name, your, okay, experience is plus experience, like this I'll write. After this, I'll create one more function. You see how many overloaded functions I'm creating, just see here. How many overloaded functions I'm just creating, just see here. Function 1a, and here I'll write down name, then experience, then location. Okay, then here I'll write down console.log and here I'll say hi. Then I'll write plus name plus dot your experience is plus experience and okay, here I'll write down your location is you are from, otherwise, okay, you are from plus location. Like this, I'll write some functions. Okay. But if you can see here, this name of this function, this name of this function, this name of this function, this name of this function are same. If you have written such kind of functions in other programming languages like Java or something, right? Okay. This will be generally considered as a overloaded functions. Now, if I call fun A, without passing any arguments, which one need to be called? This one need to be called, or this one need to be called, or this one need to be called, this one need to be called. If you go for Java programming language, if you have written such kind of logic in Java programming language, if you call a particular function without passing the arguments, the function having the same name, but without any parameters, okay? If you are not passing any arguments, the function without having this name but without parameters will be called generally if you are in Java programming language. But what will happen here in JavaScript? The latest function will be called no matter what. Here, overloading concepts of functions, overloading concept of function concepts. Okay, overloading function concepts is not there. Concept is not there in JavaScript. Hence, if you are creating multiple functions having the same name, even though they differ in the number of parameter or type of parameter, it will if you call that particular function having that name, it doesn't matter how many arguments are you are passing, but it will call the latest function in the code. It will not call the first function, guys. You'll get mistaken if you feel that the first function will be called. That is not going to happen in Java script. JavaScript will call the latest function no matter what. Let's go here and open the terminal here. And in the terminal, I'll just run this code. I'll simply say node space overloading hyphen demo. In JavaScript, by default, overloading is not possible. Overloading of the functions concept is not possible. Just run this code and see what is happening. You see, hi undefined. Name is undefined. You are not passing anything, right? This particular function is called. You thought hi will be printed, but here what is getting printed? Hi undefined. Hi, since we have not passed any argument as a name, nothing has been undefined is coming. Your experience is again undefined. You are from again in place of location undefined. You see, even though you are not passing any arguments here, you thought this will be called, but that is not going to happen in JavaScript. We'll call the latest function having this particular name out of all the functions. The function having the name and which is the latest function will be called, and here, okay, hi undefined, your experience is undefined, you are from undefined will be called. Okay. So guys, this is what will happen in JavaScript, but you really want to achieve overloading, then this is not the right way, guys. Okay, if you want to achieve the overloading in JavaScript, this is not the right way. So what you have to do here is let me create overloading -2.js. Okay. In that case, instead of creating multiple functions having the same name which differ in the number of parameters here, what you have to do in that case here is you have to create a function, single function. I'll simply say fun A. Okay, fun A, and here I'll give all the parameters, possible parameters. Okay, that is the name, then experience, then location. Like this, I'll give. Okay, I'll give like this. I'll write if condition like this. Okay, so in JavaScript, directly overloading of the functions is not possible. If you want to get the result of the overloading with a single function in JavaScript, you have to write this kind of logic. Create a function, guys, with these parameters and simply write down if name. Okay, otherwise type of. Okay, just write. There are different techniques. I'm using one of the technique. Okay, this is one of the type of name equal to okay is equal to string double ampersand symbol. Okay, just give me a second. Double ampersand symbol. Now we need to write the next thing, guys. That is a type of experience. Okay, the next thing that I have to write here is type of experience. Just give me a second. Okay. Next one is type of experience equal to, okay, type of experience is equal to, if it is number, and last one, and type of location equal to, again, string. If you write like this, that means you are calling this particular function by passing three arguments, then only this will become true, 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 and this will be the result will be true, and you can print like this console.log hi plus name. You see, even though directly or by default overloading is not possible in JavaScript, but with this kind of technique, whatever I'm trying to explain here, with this technique, you can actually get that. Okay, your experience is plus experience. Okay, plus dot you are from last one plus location. You have to write the logic like this, guys, and here you have to write else if another condition you have tried, guys. Else if another condition you have tried. How to write this? Only these two things. Okay, else if only these two things. If only, for example, while calling this function function calling statement has passed only these things, not location. In that case, you just have to write like this, okay? Just to save the time, I'm copy pasting guys. Console.log, hi name, your experience is this much is enough. No need to print location now. Then else if, the next else if is only this part if you are passing, only the name you are passing, then you will be writing here. Copy this part and just write down here console.log, hi name, that is enough. You don't have to worry about this. Then finally else, if no parameter, no arguments are being passed by calling this function, then last one, console.log, just print hi, that's it. Now call this function like this, fun a, like this, call this function like this, guys. We clear this out. Call the function like this and see, okay, here I'm passing zero argument. So this will fail, okay? No arguments will be passed to this parameter. So this will fail, this will fail, this will fail. Directly will go to the else block and high will be printed. So here high should be printed. It's like tweaking the overloading concept indirectly, guys. Directly it is not possible. So we are with this logic, we are getting this done. Okay, overloading -2 dot js. You see, high got printed. What if I pass some name here? For example, if I pass my name Arun Moturi here, what will happen in this case? Since you are only passing this one, this will fail because all three items are not there. This will also fail because all three items are not there. This will pass because name string is possible. High name, high Arun Moturi should be printed. Okay, if I run this, high Arun Moturi will be printed. What if I pass? Apart from name, if I pass the experience on, okay, name and experience, if I pass, in this case, this will fail, but this will pass. Because you are passing name and experience, this condition will pass and it will print hi, Arun Moturi, your experience is 19 will be printed this time. You see, hi Arun Moturi, your experience is 19. Then if you pass the location also, for example, if I pass the location, like say Hyderabad, like this, if I pass the location, in that case, the first condition itself will pass and remaining all conditions will be ignored. So here, if you run this code, hi Arun Moturi, your experience is 19, you are from Hyderabad, okay? So indirectly, we have achieved the overloading concept of functions in JavaScript, though by default, in JavaScript, overloading concept is not possible, okay? So with that note, we are done with this session, guys. Can we overload a function? Can overloading a function possible in JavaScript? The answer is no. By default, it is not possible, but indirectly, by writing this kind of logic that I have demonstrated just now in this session, it is possible indirectly, but not directly. Okay. So fine, guys. That's all from this session. So see you in the next session. Bye. Take care.